Maybe Netflix. I think it's not Netflix. If not, then it's Prime Video. Um, it's called Mindhunter.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that before?
I haven't.
It deals with the psychological um discoveries as far as how back in the day. It's not a documentary. It's actually a movie, like a series. How it came to that they came up with all these definitions to different types of murderers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and how they, it's really, really good. I'm not explaining it well at all, but it is truly really good. It's not something you're gonna want to watch with kids around, though.
Yeah. Because it's hard to get into it unless you can watch it.
Right.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm almost to season 2.
Damn.
There's 4 seasons, and it's one of those that you have to watch the next episode because it leaves you hanging and it drives you nuts.
Oh, it leaves you on cliffhangers. Oh, I got that. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really good. I recommend it. Good morning, Remy. Okay. Yeah, other than that, I'm taking naps.
Yeah, come here and brush it. Oh my gosh, I gotta find the other brush real quick too.
Yeah, brush my hair first.
I am.
It's already 6:14. I'll get on at 6:20.
No.
What have you been up to?
Nothing. My husband was off all weekend.
I seen that.
Yeah, so when he's off work, I not really come on until he goes to bed at night. I tried this. Here you go. I think I'm done. Tried to spend the weekend with him and the girls. We went out to eat on Saturday, and God, I was so tired in trampoline park.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
My kids went out sledding yesterday.
Love you. Have a good day. I know you'll do good. My oldest gets on the bus. Is getting on the bus now, and then my other two haven't got up yet. I gotta get them up in like at 6:30.
They ride different buses.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they do. I don't like different high school and the high school and the middle and elementary. They all ride different buses.
Ours all ride the same bus.
They
The
used to.
school's
They
so small
changed
that
it.
they only have 4 buses for the whole school.
Damn, we have like 30 for each school.
Definitely not like how I grew up. My goodness, I had close to 400 people in my graduating class.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is different. It's really low key, very small compared to what I grew up with.
Did you go to school in Michigan too?
What, in Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up and was raised, graduated out of Michigan.
Oh my God, where's the friggin' brush? I hate when they lose the brush. It just makes my anxiety go out the roof. There it is. Found it. Okay, I think I'm gonna lay down until 6:30. Then I'll come back on here.
Okay.
I got
That's good.
12 minutes, but like 12 minutes for me to like close my eyes.
Every minute counts.
Don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me.
I don't
So
know.
I'll
If
be
I
back
did
on
that, it
now.
would make me feel worse.
Oh no. You don't have buses? I would not
Oh
like that.
man.
Okay, I'll be back on in like a few minutes. Love y'all.
Okay. Love you too. Oh good. What you been up to, AJ? I forgot to get more coffee while I was up, damn it. I'm thinking seriously about moving my coffee pot to over here, but I'd still have to get water source. I'm in a dilemma here. Yeah, my kids are up and gone already, but I think we're an hour ahead of you. Yeah, I know you can't see me. It's 7:19. Oh, yeah, no, it's 7:20 here. So we're on the same time zone. Oh, um, it's just right here in the living room. But then if I move it here, then I'm gonna wanna moved over by the bed because I've been fighting that if I'm up at all, my foot swells awful. And the only way that I can get the swelling down is if I'm laying down in my bed. So I'm in a really big predicament here, and I don't like being in my bed that much. I'm starting to hate my bed, and I don't want to feel that way because my bed is somewhere where I would like to go, not hate to be. Does that make sense? And it's boring in there. There's no TV, there's no nothing in there. I mean, I have my phone, but it's just, I don't know. Maybe I feel confined in there. I don't know. There's a lot more to do out here. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning, Gingy. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like at least if I'm in this living room, I can pretty much see everything going on in the household because we have an open floor plan. And it just makes it nicer to feel kind of like involved with the family, even though my family's all gone right now. But, you know, I don't know. Did you guys watch the halftime show? What were your thoughts? I didn't watch any of it, but I heard it was a shit show. But I want to hear other people's opinions. Oops. Yeah. I heard that there was two, like not two, but there was something else going on at the same exact time. Um, like a different kind of concert, live concert. I didn't watch that either. I was a poor sport. It was okay, I guess. I particularly don't like him because I can't understand what he says. But I don't know. Yeah, but I got the message. Yeah, I heard it was in a different language, which, you know, different languages, I don't have a problem with different languages in that. It's just when they put it above the American language that I don't particularly like. Um, no, I could be wrong. I mean, I don't want to sound hateful by any means, and I don't have anything against people that speak different languages. It's just I don't know how to put it without sounding mean, and I'm not trying to be mean at all. I did see a little peek about these moving tree cactus looking things, bushes or something. I thought those were, what I did see of that part. I've seen that on the Book of Faces this morning. I thought that was kind of interesting. There was a wedding? Who got married? Someone got married during the halftime show? Oh, that was awkward. So they weren't even famous people, they were just everyday Joe people that just got married on the fly? Yeah, a couple invited him to the wedding and he declined, so he invited them to get married there. That that's even stranger. I mean, for one, why would they invite him to be part of the wedding? That's just awkward. Number two, getting married in front of basically the whole. Wow, they could have dedicated the halftime show to something better. Overall, as far as, the if they're gonna make it into a concert, keep it a concert. If they're gonna be doing a wedding, make it a extravagant wedding of some people that we know or have, like, not necessarily know, but know of. I don't know. So was like he the ordained minister or something, or he was just standing there looking at him? I guess I'll have to watch the video on it, the whole thing. to understand. Because that just sounds just off the wall. A 5-second wedding? Well, you got her done. He was climbing up things and running around places. It was kind of hard to understand. While they were getting married, he was doing that? So he invites people to go get married during his performance, but yet he just basically does his own thing while this is happening? That is rude. Wow. I don't know. People, I think, are becoming so strange. Maybe I'm old fashioned. Maybe it's showing my age. But it. Oh, Lady Gaga was there? See, I'm so in the dark. I don't know. And then I heard that Kid Rock was on a different channel doing a concert. I didn't watch that either, but I heard it was pretty good. At least they made it look like it was pretty good. Really. So they basically were advertising a different country, place, whatever. I mean, that's fine, but there's a place and time to do that, and I don't really think a Super Bowl halftime show is a place to do that, but hey, everybody's got their own different feelings in that. But that's my personal opinion. Whose lyrics support that? I see, guys. I'm so lost. I don't even know. Oh, I did not know that either. See, and I really like Kid Rock, but now you got me second guessing my thoughts on this. Maybe I'm brainwashed. I don't know. But that's how much you can tell I like him. I didn't even watch him, so I don't know. I like listening to him, but yet I don't watch him on TV. It just was not one of my priorities last night. In fact, I think I was on a live with Bree last night during it. I rather hang out that way. You're stressed over Nancy? Why are you stressed over Nancy? Booger, honey, you're getting too loud, babe. Oh, Puerto Rico's part of the U.S.? When did that happen? When did that happen? Oh, Lord. I need to catch my brain up. I took an Advil because of that performance. Oh, you're funny, Gingy. I mean, I guess there was people that liked it, and I'm not talking bad about the people that enjoyed watching it, but for me personally, it wasn't something that I guess I was gonna put at a top priority to watch. Same thing with Kid Rock and Turning Point. I got my own opinion about Turning Point. Um, but that's just me. Um, but there's other people that are okay with it, and I guess that's okay. They're entitled to their opinion and what they, you know, I don't know. I'm kind of lost as far as Puerto Rico being part of the U.S. That's just triggering. I don't know when that came about. Is that something that I forgot during my stroke? When did that come apart? I honestly, I don't even remember that. Anxiety about today? Yeah, pretty much, Ruby. Gingy, what are you a nervous wreck about? Let's talk about this. Let's talk. Cause knowing that you have anxiety is giving me anxiety. What's up, girl? She was here.
Sorry.
You're all right. Hi, Gingy. What's going on?
Yeah, the deadline at 5 p.m.
Oh, girl, that's
Yeah.
a long time from now. A lot can happen between now and then. And honestly, they've already changed the note. How many times now? Twice. The first one said that they weren't gonna talk again. But then a second note came up. So what makes you think that there's not gonna be a third note, like to extend it?
I know.
So I honestly don't think the 5 o'clock thing is gonna be set in stone. Because they're not being persistent out in staying on what they say in the first place. But I think that it's a serious situation.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to the family.
Yeah.
For those that are truly affected by it, I think there's others that are scrambling. Um, and I really do hope the best outcome for her, for Nancy. Um, and that she's found safe, and after the fact, she is protected from here on out
Yeah.
from anything more happening. Because if she is found alive, there's probably going to be a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
But I have an inner good feeling that things are gonna turn out to be okay
Yeah.
today. Only because of the past notes that they wrote. Yeah, the ransom notes. Yes, I get that. But in the same sense, they haven't stuck with what they said they're gonna do.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying I don't really truly believe the 5 o'clock thing.
Right.
I think that they just put a time stamp on it to try and press the issue to be done and over with sooner.
Yeah.
But I think that they're gonna probably throw a third one up to extend it out because the money's important to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want my family member or mother to be going through this at all. I would never. I couldn't imagine what this
Yeah.
family's going through.
Yeah.
Um, but if we got to think about it that there is other missing children and people that might be experiencing some of like what Nancy's going through right now, but not having a ransom note.
Yeah.
And they're not right now. They're not even being looked at or focused on, and it's sad.
Yeah.
Because they deserve to be found. They deserve the notice too. But 5 o'clock is a ways away from now. Now, what time zone is that? Is that Eastern, Central?
I don't think they said.
Okay. But I do think that there is much more to this story. A lot of big people are involved into it,
Yeah.
which makes it more scary. I understand that.
Yeah.
Um,
My anxiety is just generally up also.
is there other stuff going on?
Uh they well not yeah, just trying to figure out life and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that can be hard,
Yeah.
especially when you're sitting there trying to figure things out to be the best path. I get it.
Yeah. And one of my friends that was, I don't have many friends really because two of them are not here anymore and one of them is, but he works a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so he moved away just a few days ago.
Aww.
So I'm kind of on my own a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
But just because he moved away doesn't make him not your friend anymore. It's just it changes the way you interact with him.
He,
Um,
yeah.
maybe you Are you involved in church groups or into like bingo clubs or anything like that?
Um, mm, I used to, but I stopped.
No, maybe engage yourself back into that kind of stuff, or um
Yeah.
community activities to find some more friends
Yeah.
that you can get involved with, and you have things in common, and that way you don't feel lonely.
Right.
I know what it feels like to be lonely. It sucks. It does. But you got to keep trucking, you got to keep trying, and you got to try and find your peace and happiness.
Right. Yeah.
But there is hope. It's not the end. I mean, there's a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
But you gotta. That's another thing too. It's a struggle too to find friends and get yourself out there, and you know, especially in today's world, there's so many weird people. But
Yeah.
yeah, my heart really goes out to you. I get that. I understand
Yeah.
that part. I do get it. But all else fails, you got friends on here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different. It's, not friendships where we can go and hang out, or, go to coffee or go to the mall or anything like that together, but, you know,
Right.
we are we are here to talk and hang out with.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna hop off for a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Talk soon.
All right. Bye. Okay, what did Ruby say? I think something's going. So that's why I'm here, just to listen to panels. Ruby, you're here to talk and have fun and be a friend, I would think. You're welcome to come up on the panel if you want to, Ruby, and talk. I know sometimes, it's nice being down in the chat and everything, but it sometimes is so hard to express what you're saying and what you're feeling down in the chat, and sometimes what you have to say gets lost. It just moves so quickly in some lives that people don't see it, and it's different when you come up on a panel and talk directly, because you can hear the person's voice and how they're saying things, and they're able to express more, um, and you're not limited like you are in the chat for how much you say in like one section. You can just speak out and voice your opinion. Yeah. Yep, I've noticed a lot of things get filtered too, which makes it hard to understand what the person's saying too. But I want you guys, everyone, to know that anyone's welcome to come up on my panel. That I believe this is going to be, my lives are a safe place. I want everybody to feel comfortable and safe and feel wanted and enjoy their time while being in my life, if that makes sense. Because everybody's going through something. You're not looking crazy, Ruby. Girl, have you seen me? I am cray cray. No, I'm kidding. I'm not crazy, but you know, some days I think I am. But that's life. Life makes you crazy. A venture not experienced is a venture not learned. I really enjoy you guys coming in and talking with me in my lives and feeling comfortable and safe. It really, it made my heart happy. I was trying for months trying to get Rachel up on a panel, and she just would not come up on a panel at all. And finally I got her up on a panel, and now she's like, it's like second nature to her. She's enjoying it, and she's grown so much, and it makes my heart happy that she feels comfortable enough to do that. You do, Ruby. It's just you have friends. I would consider you a friend. It's just like I told Gingy, it's a different kind of friend. We can't go out and, enjoy doing things together physically, but know that you have friends here. Um, that you're welcome to talk to, open up with, enjoy different things. Learning about cases or learning about people's stories, and you know it's an open book. So I want everybody to feel comfortable and safe here, um because I don't put a limit on friendship. I mean, we can have friends of all different kinds, um and no matter what, I mean, if we stick together as friends, it's like an army of people. And I always try to look for the best in people, no matter what. Um, and I try not to judge. Um, and sometimes it makes it a little hard when there's some red flags, but um, I try to stay neutral. And I don't deal with bullying. I don't deal with that crap at all. Um, or people that are gonna be toxic. I will not put up with it. Um, because that's just not me. And even though that you guys come into the chat and everything, and you don't say much, or you just kind of come and hang out and listen along, I see you come in. Um, I can name a handful of people I see come in and just they don't say a word, but they hang out, and I think it's great. That they keep coming back and listening, and means that I'm doing something right, to make them feel as though they want to come back. So I appreciate that, and you are not overlooked. And in fact, there's some people in here right now, that just come in and sit back and listen and not say a word, and that's, I think, is awesome, because everybody's different. Not everybody has the nerve to come up on a panel. Not everybody has the nerve to write something in a comment, um, in the chat, and that's okay. But I hope that one day we build up enough trust where, even if it's just a hi in the chat, that's a stepping stone. That's huge. Um, but I just want you guys to know that I do see you guys, and sometimes when the panel is full and everything, and people are talking this and that, I I try to say hi to everybody that I see come in, but sometimes it's hard, and I don't want to interrupt the person that's talking on the panel, out of respect. Um, so please, if don't be offended if I don't say hi when I see you come in. Please know that I am watching the chat and who's coming in and everything. And I'm mentally saying hi, but sometimes I can't. But I try to catch up with everybody when there is a break, because I don't want anybody feeling as though they're not seen. Is it snowing again? It sure is. I am so over the snow, guys. I just want summer. And here, tomorrow, they say it's supposed to be 38 degrees. I am so excited. 38 degrees, that is like, that's almost summer. It sounds ridiculous, but it is. Considering we've been in the negatives, 38's a heat wave. Yeah, I know. I'm over it. I'm just. You walk out. Well, I can't walk, but I watch my kids. They go out in the yard, where the snow hasn't been disturbed at all. And it is up to their waists. It is so high. I mean, there is at least 3, if not 4 foot of snow in an area that hasn't been disturbed yet. It's just. And it's like I lose my kids in the snow, and I get nervous because I can't get to them at all because I'm stuck in this cotton picket wheelchair. And it's just nerve wracking. We're getting more. I thought tomorrow was supposed to be nice, or is it we getting it today? Oh, I just don't want to. I don't have a choice though. It is gonna be what it is. But I think we deserve an awesome summer after this BS. For sure. For sure. The last time we had a rough winter, and it really wasn't even that rough compared to this, but we had a really crummy summer. I mean, we struggled to get over 70 degrees. It was just a cruddy summer. And I don't want that to happen again. Oh, yay! I'm so happy for you. 60 sounds beautiful and amazing. So I was kidding around in the beginning of the winter season, where if it got like a certain degree, like it's supposed to be 10 below consistent for 3 days in a row, how it would kill off 40% of the tick population. Well, I think we moved on beyond the ticks at this point. I think there's gonna be like nothing left. Everything's froze. I mean, we have been like there was a time where we were like really in the negatives for days on end. It just didn't it was starting to like feel like no hope. I think we're gonna be germ free. We're gonna be everything free. There ain't gonna be bugs, there ain't gonna be parasites, there ain't gonna be animals at this point. It's been so cold. That and so much snow. The poor deer and everything's gotta be exhausted. But we needed that to be cold like that to take the population down because we were getting overran with the ticks and mosquitoes and the bugs and stuff. It, we were just it was just squirming. Um it was hard to even go outside and enjoy a day in the sun without getting ticks all over you, and that's scary because they can carry so many icky things, and they're just icky in general. I mean, ew. So yeah, those little suckers needed to go. Yeah, the poor animals. I don't even know how the rabbits and stuff, because normally in the wintertime we still have rabbits jumping around and everything. I haven't seen any. I have not seen the animals like we normally see in the winter. They're gone. Ticks here in Michigan. Well, the ticks have just been out of control. We have some birds here. In the wintertime, I have not seen the birds. I have not seen. It's kind of to the point where the only animals I really see are my own. Um, the wilderness animals just are not there. That, and normally we have what's called snow fleas. I don't know if anyone's heard of those before. Normally we have snow fleas and they look like little black specks on top of the snow everywhere, and I have not seen those either, which I'm glad, but um snow fleas are real and they can make a mess of your animal. Um when they go outside to go potty and come back in, but I have not even seen those this year. Um, yep, snow fleas are a real thing. Um, they're fleas that can live in the cold environments and everything, and they lay on top of the snow, and they're little black specks everywhere. And most of the time here in Michigan, around this time of year, the top layer of the snow is just speckled with them. Um, it looks like dirty snow, but it's not. They're little tiny like snow fleas, and they're alive, and they'll jump on your animal, on your dog or cat or whatever's going outside to go potty, and they'll come in and just itch, itch, itch. Yeah, the the ticks were horrible. But yeah, I haven't even seen the snow fleas. I haven't seen too many of the other things either. Normally we have a bunch of coyotes and stuff that wander. They have a normal trail that they walk between my house and my husband's uncle's house because he's our neighbor, and we have a line, like a runway where they normally go between the houses. Um, Groups of coyotes every year, and I haven't even heard them because they scream, and they're loud and they scream and carry on. And I haven't even heard them. So yeah, it's definitely made a change in the wildlife here in Michigan. It's out of balance here, but maybe it's in a good balance, weeding things out. She's trying to come up. Nope. She said nope. You'll take a mosquito bite and a sunburn. I'll take the sunburn, but I'm just really not a buggy kind of person. So I don't know if you noticed the last few years the wasps have been horrible. That and ground bees. They've been horrible. The kids would go outside and just keep getting stung, and it was getting obnoxious because they couldn't even play outside. The wasps and ground bees were everywhere, and ticks, and it was way too populated. So I'm hoping that this levels things out. Really, truly do. Yeah, the wasps were really bad. I mean, my husband was constantly like fogging them out and spraying, and they just come back. It's almost kind of like they're immune to the stuff to get rid of them now. They just they claim their territory and they think that's theirs. It'll be interesting when this does melt, though, how much flooding we're gonna have. I'm not in a flooding area, thank goodness. But there's a lot of people that are in the area. Um, it might turn into a sad situation with flooding around here, especially with the bridges and the rivers and stuff like that. Definitely gonna take a toll on the traveling. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling the flooding's gonna be something that we're gonna have to deal with next. But then we have hopes that the summer will dry it all up and, yeah, get some beach days in. Yeah, I really, really am looking forward to summer at this point. That and I'm itching to get back to doing my markets. I'm missing my people. I got regular customers that come and I'm really missing them. So my regular customers, what they do is that in the fall when we're getting ready to close up, they stockpile on all their stuff so it gets them through the winter until they get to see me again in the spring. And it's like I get flooded the very first uh show that I do, the first market I do. They all come in and see me because they have to get some more stuff and see what's new, and they have to chit chat, and it's fun. Yeah, I'm ready for the beautiful sunsets here in Michigan, and because the sunsets are even different in the winter here. You're a vendor too, Ruby? Yes, AJ. It is going out today. Yay! I think you'll like it. There's a good variety of stuff in there. So normally people's been getting their stuff between 3 to 5 days. Some sooner. Okay, no problem, Annie Mae. Did a little for jewelries, pens, and cups and shirts. Nice. I used to do jewelry. I enjoyed it. But since I lost a lot of my vision in my right eye, I'm not able to do the little tiny pieces anymore. But I really liked it. You can make some really cute stuff. Thank you, Annie. I have a lot of friends that make the t-shirts and cups and stuff. That's always fun to watch what they come up with. And then as far as the pens, like are you talking about the pens like silicone beaded pens and stuff? I used to do those too. Those were fun. It can get expensive and addicting. I had to choose between my addictions as to what I was gonna stick with because it was just getting a little much. My whole house was turning into a craft room. Ah, you don't have any markets and stuff around you? I used to run craft shows, actually. I used to be a craft show coordinator in our area. I really liked it. In fact, you know how you have to pay a booth fee and that? Um, I never I never kept the money. What I did is I chose a new nonprofit organization or a family in need that, either just had like a house fire or a tragic something happen in their life. Um and I collected all the booth fees from the vendors that were there and I gave it to the nonprofits or the families in need. Each week we do something different. Aw, that's not nice. See, when I did it, I didn't ask for money up front. I what I did is if you showed up, I gave you a spot and you paid right then and there. Um, I just that's the way I did it. Everything was open and honest, no hiding anything, very transparent. Everybody could see me when I collected the money and put it in an envelope. I literally showed me handing that envelope to the person right there in front of them so that they'd seen where their money went. Um, I didn't hide anything. So basically, I was a coordinator um, for 100% free. But yeah, that's where my heart's at. I'm always open to helping people and finding ways to help within the community and just trying to be the nice person to that people can rely on. It does. It does. It really makes it hard to trust people and know what their intentions are. For sure. But I stopped being a coordinator because it got way too much for me to do on my own. Because at the point that I stopped, I was up to about 80 vendors per week. It ended up being pretty large. And it was just too much to handle on my own. And I couldn't find somebody that I could feel a 100% secure with to help me, if that makes sense. And I didn't want what I had started to go in wrong directions. I wanted it to stay genuine, I guess I could say. Because you start getting into the craft world and there's some crazy craft people. There is. Some of them are nuts. Not all of them, but there is a handful. There is a handful. And there's a lot of people that you just cannot please no matter how hard you do try. And that's okay. I mean, they are who they are and they'll have to live with it, their decisions as to how they handle things, but good morning, KJ. You guys getting up and around? I was supposed to sell my stuff and even just make back what I paid for the table. Yeah. And that's another thing, too. It's not a stupid phone call, KJ. It's exciting. It means it's getting closer, babe. You're getting close. If they're calling you, it's getting close. Yay! Oh. Yeah, that's another thing I was gonna say is that there is no reason for people to charge so much for booth spaces. Um, the booth spaces that I was charging was $25 for a 12 by 12 spot, which I think is a great price because normally for a 12 by 12 spot, you're gonna pay anywhere between $80 to $150 for each time. But I was only charging 25. So, wow, you got quite a bit of time between the time you drop the car off and when your flight takes off. Now, is Bree gonna be with you on the first flight, or are you guys going different directions? $45 isn't bad. I'm 46. Yeah, that's true. Without feeling rushed. Some of those airports, you can be there 2-3 hours, beforehand, and it takes you just that long to get through everything. That's why they say to get there early. They mean it. Oh, nice. Wow. I know when I went to Florida, the security part took forever to get through. But then, I was one of those people that decided that didn't need to have a star on their license, which made things even more complicated. And then I felt violated, and they kept saying, not non-compliant passenger, like very loudly, and it kind of made me feel as though I was an outcast, like I didn't even belong in the U.S. Because I was like, I am compliant. What are you talking about? I'm sitting here doing everything you tell me to do, and they're yelling non-compliant passenger. Like, what are you doing? I'm not lying. I'm complying. I remember flying to Hawaii all the time, back and forth from Hawaii to Michigan. And our layover seemed to be always in LA. That was I didn't really care for LA. It's a little hard to navigate. At least it was back then. I'm talking back in 98, 99. They had a lot of construction going on inside the airport too, which made it even harder. I haven't been there in a long time, so they may have changed it to be more people friendly. I don't know what to make for dinner. I've been thinking about it, and just nothing sounds good, and I'm tired of making the same things. I don't know. And my kids are not ones to be like all excited to try new things. Let me tell you, it's sometimes it ends up being a family war if I do try new things. Wow, you were spoiled. Yeah, LA is huge. It was even back then. What are you making for dinner? You putting in a roast or something in the crock pot? Probably what I should do. That way it's all ready for when they get home. They like that. They seem so hungry when they get home. It's like, don't you eat? They act all deprived. Chicken and noodles, yum. My kids are still asking me to make another turkey. They really like that turkey. As weird and scary looking as it was, they liked it. Hmm. Is Dora on this morning already? I think, yeah, Kimmy goes to court on the 10th. What is today? Yeah, Kimmy's court date's tomorrow. They'll probably just postpone it. They'll push it out to a different date because of everything else going on. Not really thinking that they're gonna do anything spectacular tomorrow. I don't know how they can really go forward with Kimmy's until they start doing more with Courtney and Brad's. Because if they say anything during Kimmy's, it kind of like they're going to be putting information out there that they don't want out yet. So I'm kind of thinking that they're going to postpone it. Pizza and wings. Yum. Maybe I'll make meatballs. My kids like it when I cook the meatballs and then I make noodles to go with them, and I make like a gravy in with the meatballs, like home style. They like that, so maybe I'll do that. We haven't had it in a while. And it's easy. Hello.
I decided I'd join because I can't talk and touch chicken.
You're good.
We're gonna my daughter, my oldest daughter, likes it when I do meatballs with marinara and I make her noodles. But my husband, I do like I get sub sandwiches or sub buns and
Uh-huh.
mozzarella cheese so he can have like Italian or meatball sandwiches.
Oh. Okay. I've never had one of those, so I really don't know really what that is,
Me
but
neither. I don't know if it's good, but he eats it, so
I mean, it
that's what
doesn't sound bad.
yeah, I know. That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
I make the meatball gravy with like cream of mushroom soup and beef gravy packet and beef broth, and I make a gravy with the meatballs, and so that they're really they're like basically cooking in it.
Oh
And then
yeah.
you put that over the noodles. It's kind of like it makes like a beef stroganoff, basically, just in ball form.
Where's my chicken broth? Houston, we have a problem.
You might have to boil some chicken with some veggies. Just
I
like
know
some
I
chicken.
bought some so that just for this purpose. Where did it go? It doesn't make any sense. What the? Now I'm gonna have to go to the store because I already opened the chicken.
Oh no!
That is not okay.
Does the kids help put away groceries?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking through every
Yeah.
cabinet because I know I bought it and I know I've seen it.
Check the refrigerator,
I just checked both of them.
the pantry, the cabinets. It can be anywhere.
Well, and sometimes my husband helps put it away, and that makes it even worse.
Yep.
What? Oh my gosh, seriously.
Did you find it?
No.
Oh, I thought maybe you found it in a weird spot. Did it get brought in the house?
Yes. Okay. Let me. Okay, I'll be back. I gotta call him because maybe he
Okay.
knows where he put it. Okay, bye.
I don't know. I might make some stuff today. I don't know what I want to do today. I want to make stuff, but yet I don't want to make stuff. Who's all in here? Hi, Brandy. Hi, Helena. I'm KJ. Me. I'm here. I am so glad you guys had a good time there. Looks like you had perfect weather. It was awesome. My heart was really happy for you guys. Oh, wow. You're going to be busy today, Brandy. Snow fleas. You got your mind on snow fleas and craft shows. Yeah, KJ. I am just so happy. My heart is just overjoyed with the whole weekend for you. Yeah, I'm sitting here a little butthurt and jealous that I wasn't there, but it was exciting seeing you guys go through, being basically kind of being there with you guys in a different way. It was fun. It was definitely fun. Although I would have liked to see you eat the crawfish. Or whatever that damn thing is, that little crabby looking thing. I know, I heard that you did try it, but then they told me what they tasted like, and I don't know if I could eat that. It's just crab, lobster, and dirt together just doesn't sound appealing. Maybe it's just the whole dirt. If it just tasted like crab and lobster, yeah, I'd be in 100%. Although lobster can be chewy, and kind of crunchy. I don't like that part. But if it tastes like crab, hell yeah. I would be in 100%. It kind of tastes like crab. It was a shrimp consistency. Yeah, that's how lobster is, I think. It's like shrimp consistency. I like shrimp. But the lobster, I don't know. Maybe it's the ones that I've had. They just, I don't, they kind of have like they're so spongy. They kind of have a crunch, I guess. I don't know. Now, did you taste dirt with it? It's the whole dirt thing. I'm not an earthy flavored person. Yeah. See, now Bree was telling us that they kind of taste like dirt too, along with the crab taste. So I didn't think. Maybe she didn't have a good one. Maybe it scarred her. I don't know. Never had one. But I don't know. I honestly, when you say you just break them in half and you suck the stuff out, it baffles me that you don't like try and scoop out the insides, like the inners. I just can't wrap my head around eating some of the inners. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. It kind of reminds me of some of the TikTok stuff I was getting into when they were eating the bugs and stuff. It's just like some were eating these humongous roaches, kind of like that, where they break them in half and suck the stuff out. It was like, ugh, why? Yeah, I don't know. It sounds more work than it is pleasure to eat. That's kind of like crab meat too. You got to get the big old crab meat, the big claws and legs and stuff like that. Otherwise, it's just too much work for it. Or you could be like me and make your husband de-shell it. Ooh, I'm jealous. Crab leg is so good. Oh man. I'm sorry. If you were closer, AJ, I'd give you some. I have lots of it. I don't know. She's looking for a can of chicken broth that she knows she bought, and she's got her chicken all done and everything, and she has to have it, and it's missing. She's in a dilemma. Well, I don't make, well, I can make chicken broth, but um I buy the canned stuff or the carton chicken broth. I'm not against it. I don't know if the powdered chicken bouillon has ever seen a chicken. I don't know. I don't know. It might taste like chicken, but I don't think it's seen the chicken. It just amazes me how they can compact everything into a small little cube. My beef roast, I put Lipton onion soup mix in there. I put a packet of um the small packets of dried Italian dressing in there. I put a packet of ranch seasoning in there and cut up some onions and put my carrots and potatoes in there. And my beef broth. Yeah, that makes a super tender, awesome roast. It tastes so good. And then, like, I'm not big on leftovers, but I will use the leftover beef for like beef sandwiches and stuff. I'm the same way with turkey or chicken. But any other leftovers, I'm not having it. I don't do leftovers. Yeah, I'll send you that recipe, AJ. It's just one that is out of, came out of my head, but it's not like a patent recipe that I know of. Maybe someone does it like I do, but I don't know. I've had a lot of people that's come over and we've had family dinners like that before with the roast, and they really like it. Sometimes I use the Lipton onion mushroom packet. which they like that one too. Or if I don't have that, then sometimes I clean up some oh, what are those? The little baby mushrooms that you can get um the fresh fruits and vegetable area. I clean those up and put a layer of those in there. It makes it taste different too. Those are good. I don't like morel mushrooms though. I gotta say I don't like those. And I can get those all day long in my yard in the spring, and I don't like them. I should just pick them and sell them because you can sell them for $50 a pound here in Michigan. But yeah, I can just the kids can go out in my front yard and find hundreds of those morel mushrooms, just hundreds of them. I think they taste like dirt. I like mushrooms, but not morels. I think they taste like dirt. That and the way that they're shaped with the curves and stuff makes me a little scared of them. They kind of look like a brain. Just, I can't do it. So maybe it's a mental thing along with the taste thing. Just it's not happening. My daughter, she stayed the night at her friend's house this weekend and she tried uh, like a like a stew type thing with beef and lamb in it. And she's never had lamb before. And she was telling me how she liked it and everything, and I showed her a picture of a lamb. I said, "That's what you ate." And she just started crying. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I'll never be okay again after seeing that." And I said, "Well, be thankful it wasn't veal." And she's like, "What's veal?" And I said, "That's a baby baby." Oh. But I don't like venison. I don't. I'll eat the back strips as long as the back strips are like cut like little steaks and fried. Um, or if it's turned into jerky. But like ground venison and stuff like that, I can't do it. It's too gamey tasting for me, anyway. Even if I mix it with something else, I just something about it. I never had a rabbit or anything like that. Or squirrel. I don't even see really how people can eat squirrel. They're so little. Oh no. Do you did the chicken that you used, did it have the bones with it? You might end up having to make your own. Which isn't hard. Um, that's not happening. Okay. Um, what store are you at? Walmart? Kroger. I don't really know the name of it. I know it starts with an S. I want to say Swanson, or that's what I want to say. Might not be right. There's one that starts with an S. That's pretty good. And I think you could get it in a can or a box. I'm not familiar. Sweet Sue? No, not that one. I want to say Swanson. I'll have to go. I'd have to go back over there. I can't really get back there. To get it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. Is it Swanson? Swanson isn't bad. I mean, sometimes sometimes I pick up a vegetable broth to go with it, just to add some extra flavor. Just as a hint. Yeah, Swanson is okay. Um, but if I were you, I'd while you're there, I'd pick up a can of the vegetable broth because you may want that with it after trying it. Just a suggestion. Shelly, chicken broth is just okay no matter what brand. I don't really like the one where it's a no salt because I think they take more than just the salt out of it. Because that don't taste like anything. You might as well just get water with food coloring and call it broth at that point. It has no flavor. Oh, it stopped snowing. That's good. Bring the sunshine. Bone broth and chicken broth. Chicken broth is where they basically just use the meat to make the broth, and bone broth uses the bones, which gives it a richer flavor. And it's actually healthier. Mm-hmm. Good morning, everybody that's coming in. She's making chicken and noodles, which sounds really good, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll do the same. Sounds good. Um, kinda. I don't know exactly what kind she's making, but when I make my chicken and noodles, it's like it's chopped up chicken and chicken broth, and then I use the extra wide egg noodles, and I cook the noodles in the broth so they absorb the broth. Good morning. Yeah, it's thicker. It's not liquidy because I what I do is my egg noodles they absorb the broth, so it makes kind of like a I don't know. It's kind of like chicken and rice where the rice absorbs all the moisture. But this chicken and noodles. Morning, Pappy. But yeah, her chicken and noodles. There's different ways of making it. Her chicken and noodles might be different than mine. Sometimes I'll cut up some carrot slices to be in it. Yeah. You don't have to add vegetables to it. Sometimes I do, just the sliced carrots. You haven't packed up yet? That's okay. You got plenty of time. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some coffee. I take you guys with me, but I need all my hands. Because I already gonna be down one hand because of my cup. my gosh, I just thought of something. Why didn't I think about this earlier? So you guys know how earlier I was talking about how to get my coffee pot in here? But then I was going to run into having the water issue. I have one of those, I don't even know what you call them, but one of those things that you put your coffee in or tea or whatever, that you can push down the button and it like dispenses it. Like I just have to put the pot of coffee into it. And forgot the name of it. Anyway, I just have to put my coffee creamer here and that, and I could just keep refilling my damn cup. And I forgot my pill. Oh my god. I got so excited about remembering that I forgot what I went out there for. For the love of love. See, I'm not crazy. Just forgetful sometimes. My husband says there's days that he goes to work and he's a nervous wreck the whole time he's at work because he doesn't think I'm going to make it through the day. No, it's made, it's kind of like a humongous thermos type thing, but then it has a button on the top to push down and it dispenses it. Kind of like what gas stations have. Yeah, like the things that you have at church. I have one of those. I could so use it. Because it seems like I just get comfortable getting my spot and I have to get back up to refill my cup. And I don't like putting coffee or anything other than water in my Stanley. Yeah, like a coffee urn thing. Tomorrow morning I'm supposed to go to the specialist, but I think that they're gonna call me and tell me that they need to reschedule it because they don't have the MRI results in yet. And they don't want to see me until then. Yep, I'm the same way, AJ. I can't stand it. I had an absolute fit one day. My husband put coffee in my Stanley cup. I was not okay. I was so ticked off. And he's like, "Well, I thought it'd be bigger and it would keep it hot for you." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's a great thought and everything, but no." It just didn't taste right. It didn't. I like coffee mugs for my coffee. I even take my coffee mugs like in the car. If I'm going somewhere and I want coffee, I will literally put it in my cup and take it in the car. Yeah, he had a great thought. He tried. And I did give him credit for that, but I couldn't do it. I'm just strange that way. He calls it anal. That I'm anal about everything. And I'm probably going to get flagged for saying that, but oh well. I'm not talking about that kind of anal. Hot. Sad that I'm sitting here. I opened my window. Right behind me, I'm opening the window and it's like maybe 10 degrees out, but I'm hot. Bone broth. Oh boy. I've never heard of that brand. You might find that you really like it. You never know until you try it. I stumble across some stuff like that where I can't find certain brand stuff that I like and I have to settle for a different brand. And I end up liking it, sometimes better than the brand that I originally started with. Is Andrew on? I don't see him on. I was going to surprise him and co host with him if he was on. He's fun. Though he was getting himself in trouble last night. Pappy, I hope that you have safe travels home today. I'll be thinking of you guys traveling. Be praying for y'all. Now you're settled at your desk. Well, you live right next to the store? I'm sure that everything will be okay, Pappy. That's just scary. That's a long way to go, especially by yourself. Make sure that you stop a few times and enjoy the views and, you know, take some time for yourself. Good morning, Sonia. Well, that's kind of convenient that it's across the street from you. I wish we had a store across the street from me, to be honest. It'd make things a lot easier because I have to travel like a half hour to get to a store. It's ridiculous. We are definitely in the middle of nowhere. Here, where we are at, you travel 30 minutes to take a fart. Oh. Oh, Pappy. You crack me up. Good morning, Metalhead. Good morning, Ash. Good morning, Scorpio. Good morning, everybody that I missed. I've been trying to watch everybody coming in. Ooh. Suppose I could put on some news and see what's happening, but I kind of think that I know what they're going to be talking about. And I don't know. Maybe I'll get back into that series. I'm kind of itching to get back into it. Man, I'm like invested now into that series. I'm not kidding you. If you have not watched the series, what is it called? Mindhunter. It is a must-see series, guys, and I don't advise watching it with children because it's just not, for that. There's a lot of a lot of stuff that shouldn't be seen by children. But it is, you'll get invested like right away. It's really good. Good morning, Coop. Walmart ordered this early. Holy crap. Do they even do morning like that? Pickup. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet, Coop. Thank you. I was actually able to exchange my money for coins today. So I was pretty excited about that. I haven't been able to in such a long time, and I was like trying to sparingly, you know, do the heart me's and send gifts and stuff like that for like what, 4 days now. Um because I was running out of coins. And I wanted to make sure that everybody got something along the way. Oh my gosh. You have too much energy, Coop. I'm still like, no. I'm still pondering as far as what I'm going to do for dinner and what I'm going to do today and what I need to do today. I finally got my daughter signed up for the Bible camp, which I'm really, really happy for. We did end up getting her a scholarship to go there, which helps. They're willing to pay half, which is amazing because that was quite a bit of money. But she's excited she can go, and her friend is happy she can go too. Good morning, Big Debbie. So yeah, I think it'd be good for her. It's over in Lake Ann, Michigan, which is another beautiful place to visit if you're interested in traveling through Michigan. It's a good based church camp, Bible camp. They host they say approximately 300 students every weekend, and they do different stuff each weekend too. Yeah, I'm in Michigan, Big Debbie. I live in Michigan. Starting to think that Michigan is kind of like Greenland. It's getting maybe the North Pole. We're becoming part of the North Pole. There's Coop. Hey, girly girl.
I'd keep you company while I teleported home.
Ah. How was your workout
That
this
way you
morning?
don't feel like you talking to you.
I'm just rambling this morning. Going with the flow.
Only hang on here by yourself because you're talking to yourself.
That's alright. Booger's used to it.
Phone went haywire a while ago. You on your way home?
You're on your way home?
Yeah, I
You're
am. I
cutting out.
was wondering if Pappy was. What in
Oh,
the
they're not
world is
leaving.
going on with my phone?
They're not leaving for a while yet. They're still
I'm gonna drop
packing
and
and
exit
get.
out of the. I'm gonna exit out of the app and then I'll come right back.
Okay. Well, there's Pappy.
Good morning, my gorgeouses.
How are you?
I'm packing up the room right now. You can tell my voice is shot.
Yeah. I'm glad that you were able to do the song before that started. Well, you had that break.
Yeah. I mean, it cleared up for exactly about 20 minutes and then it started shutting back down.
Hmm.
But I got it in.
Yep. And you did great.
Let's see if that's better.
Yeah, I can hear you better.
Okay, good.
How you
My
doing,
phone
Coop?
did. I'm good. So y'all hadn't left yet either?
Well, me, Bree, and KJ are the only ones left in town, and then Bree and KJ will be the only ones left in town in about 20, 25 minutes. I'm packing up the truck now.
Ah, okay.
And then I'm going to come across southern Louisiana into Alabama and come up I-65 that way.
Oh, you going the long way home.
It's only 20 minutes difference from where I'm at right now.
Really?
I
Huh.
said, why not?
Mm-hmm.
That way, on my trip, if there's someone in my pathway that wants to meet up and have a cup of coffee or whatever.
Right?
But right now, I'm in Monroe,
You can stop by
packing.
and see me.
You, I think you're a little bit on the other side of where I'm going, just by 3 hairs and a freckle.
I just went to Kroger and I spent $178 and I went in for Diet Sundrop.
See,
I got Diet Sundrop, but I got a ton of clearance meat.
Very nice.
So I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna vacuum seal it so that I can, freeze it.
Mm-hmm.
freeze it, preserve it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
I'm a value shopper. I'm a thrifty old girl.
I that's the way I have to do it a lot of the time.
I plan my Kroger trips like that because if you go first thing in the morning, everything's still marked down and ain't nobody in the store to get it.
Did they have marked down donuts?
Girl, you know I didn't look.
Dang you.
I did go over there to the bakery section, but I just got a pack of 3 chicken uh, leg quarters that's already been cooked so that I can just go home and like warm stuff up instead of having to cook it today.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever noticed when you pack to go on a trip, it's so well organized? When you're packing to leave, nothing seems to fit the same way it did.
Oh, I do. I absolutely. It's because you just throw it in there at that point.
Yeah,
Now I had,
compact
yeah,
becomes packed, comped out.
yeah. The one side of my luggage is all folded and neat of clothes I didn't wear, and the other side's just all thrown in there that's dirty and needs to be washed.
Yeah,
Well,
it
the
looks like.
beautiful thing about you driving is that anything that doesn't fit, you can just throw in there, throw in the truck.
That
Yep.
is so right. Did you fill your cooler up?
Nope.
Mm,
Didn't have a chance to. We've been
I'm
busy
so
pretty much
glad
the whole time.
everything
I
was.
did. I did get some gumbo and brought it back to the room. So I ate it yesterday before we went to the little Super Bowl thing.
So you didn't get in. Well, you better
No,
stop before you get out of town to get you some dadgum boudin.
Boudin. What's a
Since,
boudin?
since you're coming through that way.
I just will probably have to do that.
A boudin is like a rice stuffing with sausage and stuff like that inside of a sausage casing.
Oh,
Oh, it's delicious.
oh darn it! I just sat down a few minutes ago, and now the dog wants out.
Trip number
Young dogs
3.
do better.
I know, right? This is another reason why I can't wait for spring and summer, where I can just leave the screen door closed because we have a doggy door on it where they can just let themselves in and out.
Oh, nice.
I know. That was the best thing my husband made.
If I sound like I'm getting winded, it's because I'm already on trip 3 between truck and hotel room.
Did y'all have breakfast this morning?
They were
Or
talking
did you
about it,
have
but
breakfast?
no. Continental breakfast ends at 9. I could still get it if I wanted it, but I'm gonna give me a cup of coffee for the road as I pull out. If I eat too much right now, in about an hour and a half, I'm gonna have to stop and find a
Toilet.
toilet paper store where you can do your morning ritual. And I've already done that.
Our trip home is always so rough because if our hotel, which it always does, we make sure that it's got breakfast. And
Yeah.
we're not first thing in the morning breakfast people, but when we're on trips, we eat it every single day.
Yep.
And
I thought about you yesterday.
let me guess, you
Or
had
is
a
it?
waffle.
You damn right. And the waffle iron was perfect.
Gosh. Well, I mean, if it any indication at all, I did stop at McDonald's Friday and got me a big breakfast. So I had like 3 pancakes, but it
I
ain't.
know you. I know you weren't able to make it, but you were very missed. And I thought about you yesterday when I was eating that waffle.
I, I prayed every single day for y'all because I don't know. I just had this feeling, this sneaky little feeling. I couldn't shake it. I mean, I had to work, but I just really had an uneasy feeling. And
Well,
then I saw Tony whenever he saw him there, and I go, oh my no,
yeah, that was a blessing.
got
It
scared of
really
bejeebies.
was.
Well, it scared of bejeebies.
Oh, it didn't scare me at all. I was I was ready for the encounter actually because being in that town, you knew he knew. He just didn't realize that we were going to.
I just,
He was there watching to see what was going on. He just didn't realize that we were going to recognize him.
I think he had to have known. I mean, think about it. He moved out of that town, and he just so happened to have been there. Come on now.
No, he didn't move out. Whoever
I
told
thought he
us that
did
he
move out of the
moved,
town.
we thought he did too. Whoever told us that he moved was mistaken.
Oh, hell no. See, now that makes me mad because whenever Jenna said that, that's whenever I started feeling uneasy about going. I was like, he's moving out of the city. Like, he's, I did. I was just like, he has nothing to lose because he feels like everybody's closing in on him.
Right.
But I'm that suspicious type
Good
person.
morning.
I'm just that person, even though, look at
Yeah, he, as a
the
matter of fact,
wrong, is all I got to say.
Morning,
yeah,
Ashley.
matter of fact, he's still in the same house. He didn't even move out of the house.
Makes you wonder what he did move out though.
Yeah, AJ had, he wanted to be saying, ex girlfriend.
Maybe.
Yeah, so I could see that, but everything else is still intact.
Well, you think about it, it wasn't but a week later after the ex girlfriend came on the live and everything that the U-Haul showed up. Not even a week.
True.
True.
But there's pictures of us standing, Bree and the two, Janet's two daughters, standing looking at the house.
Now, where is
Oh
Crystal's
no.
two children?
Do what?
Where is Crystal's two children?
Uh, with one's with him, and the other one wasn't here. I'm not sure where they were at.
Oh,
Did
well,
they?
the one is in the Air Force or something, but what
Yeah,
about, so the one stayed with Tony?
yeah, it's his daughter, Crystal's stepdaughter.
Yeah, but I thought there was two boys. I thought Crystal had two
One's in the
boys herself.
military, and the other one, neither one of them live here.
Oh, okay, that's where I was confused. Okay.
I was gonna say, who's Ed?
You gotta love spam calls.
Mhm.
Yeah, neither one of them live here.
Um. So neither one of Crystal's children were there.
No, I mean
Aw.
the traveling's a little far,
Okay.
especially with one in military unit.
Mhm.
And today is the official day.
Mhm.
Third anniversary.
Yeah. Okay, am I done here? Another walkthrough. Check under the beds. Check under the covers.
I thought he was gonna say, "Am I done here?" Like in the live here. I was like, "What?"
No, I'm asking Crystal if I got everything. She's been
Thanks,
with me
Cindy.
the whole time I've been here. All right, Crystal. Peace out and take care of everybody here.
Do you
Room
remember
is
your
down.
toothbrush? Did you check the
Did
bathroom?
y'all
Make sure you got everything.
I did.
Okay.
did
Did you get
y'all
everything out of the
watch the
refrigerator?
news release yesterday?
Yeah, oh yeah. We watched it live last night when they released it. Perfect article.
I watched it on the Book of Faces this morning.
Who released it on the Book of Faces?
Jenna.
Oh, did she?
Hmm.
I know last night when we were watching it with Jenna as it was playing, she said, "Oh boy, there's gonna be some pissed off people this morning." Because the reporter announced that the sheriff's department said they did do wrong.
Oh, they did?
That's what the announcer said. You know, the girl that was doing the report, but that's now on. You know, the sheriff's going ballistic this morning.
Oh boy.
Darn, I hate when that happens.
Yep. And when they was finished playing the thing last night, I just sat there and went. I put my evil laugh on it, and everybody was cracking up. Everybody was
You okay, Poop?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's the unloading of the groceries that sucks so bad.
Are you gonna meet up with Jana and her family before you take off, Pappy? Or
No, we took care of that last night. They're at work,
okay.
so
Aw,
we said our goodbyes last night before we separated at the restaurant.
that's hard.
And I know the girls are still asleep, so I'm
Their
just
flight.
doing the Irish goodbye.
What time is their flight today?
Not until
They
this
leave out
evening.
five
What the
five
hell do you
twenty,
think
5:30.
you're doing? Get off my car. Go on now.
You little cockadoo.
Oh gosh, that chicken has got to go.
It's
You
going to
know
encourage
before
the other ones to do it too.
before it's over with, she's gonna be choking her chicken.
Somebody will.
Yeah,
Oh
they don't leave
shit.
until like 5:30 this evening,
Yeah,
but
it's like
they're gonna be they have to return the rental car and everything, and they have to go through the clearance and everything else at the airport. So that does take a lot of time.
and that's why I drove, to be honest.
So they do have kind of a packed up day, you know.
Get your ass off my car, you little shit. You gonna scratch my paint and I'm gonna kick your ass. Y'all fixing to witness something bad go on around here. I
Coop,
ain't
you're
gonna
too
have to,
funny, girl.
I ain't gonna have to do nothing with it. My husband is gonna take his chicken out. And I mean take his chicken out. Ain't gonna be nothing pretty about it.
Oh,
Well, stop.
yep. There's no witnesses. Cameras off.
Cut that camera on, let my husband
Oh,
see
you know
what
what
he's
you
doing.
could do? You could taxidermy the chicken and put it on top of your chicken coop. Like mount it on top of your chicken coop.
Yeah, like you see this? This is what's gonna happen.
That's funny shit.
Since he likes to be on top of stuff, you can just mount him on top of the chicken coop.
Look here, I am not spending that kind of taxidermy money on no daggum badass little chicken.
Oh, you just do it in your own kitchen.
Which one is it?
Huh? It's a daggum cinnamon queen.
I thought it was Cluck Norris.
Oh no, little Cluck, I wouldn't. He could do whatever he wants. I don't care.
You would taxidermy him.
Look, he can jump on my car if he wants to. He can do whatever he wants. He runs this place.
Oh, so you can treat one differently than the other.
Abso-freaking-lutely. And the sad thing is old Cluck Norris don't have nothing to offer. He don't even give me no eggs.
Oh, he just gives you joy every time you look at him.
He does. He does.
That's what he has to offer. Sometimes the best gifts are unspoken ones.
Right?
God.
Oh,
Come on, take it. Gas him up. I figure if I gas up here, I won't have to gas up again until after Birmingham.
yeah, Gingy, Coop is having it out with one of her chickens. I have a feeling the chicken's gonna lose the battle.
That chicken is going to unalive today.
That's what you said like 6 days ago.
I actually see a scratch on my hood. I mean, on my roof. So,
Uh-oh.
wait, never mind. I wiped it off. But he still got to go.
He still has to go.
Well, see, the thing is he thinks we let him whenever we let her hop on the side by side and everything whenever it's out of the garage. So I'm assuming she thinks that's okay. But she is sadly mistaken.
Okay. vehicle is gassed up.
Is the prices cheaper that way?
Do what?
Is the prices cheaper over that way?
About $2.49 a gallon.
Heck yeah. It's cheaper than here.
I'm going to tell on myself, and I had a soapy moment, and I called KJ and I called Bree as soon as I did it, and we all laughed our ass off.
Do what? What'd you laugh
I
about?
I had a soapy moment.
Uh-oh, what'd you say and do?
I was driving down the road, and we were driving back to the hotel from the restaurant, and I looked up and I saw this big sign that was in neon that said 1.13. And I thought to myself, damn, how can they sell gas that cheap? As I drove closer, it said $1.13 million lotto. And I almost pulled in to get gas for $1.13.
Oh my gosh. Morning, Lonnie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that would be me. Unfortunately for me, I'd already be filled up and wonder why it's so expensive. And then I'd have to like relook and see that it's not 113. That would have been a true soapy moment.
That's the reason why I shop at Kroger, but normally I only go to Kroger on Fridays because it's 4 times fuel points.
Thank you. Uh huh. Okay, I got me a Mountain Dew for the road.
What are fuel points?
Where you get, like, for every dollar you get a penny off of gas type thing.
What?
I filled up my Jeep one time for 13 cents.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
Hey, are you talking about Kroger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't we get something like that here?
Well, I'm
You
sure
have it
you
there
find
until
one
you
that
got a Kroger.
I don't even know where our nearest Kroger is.
you probably don't even have one.
We have like Costco and Sam's Club.
I'm sure you got something that is affiliated with that company, though. I'm
Normally,
just not
Home
sure
Depot does it too.
Huh.
because they call it Kroger down here. They call it, but there's like 5 different companies that are associated. Yeah, they own the same company. They do the same thing.
Hmm.
Grocery store chain.
Yeah. And I haven't been in our Sam's Club in years, and I've never been to Costco ever.
What? I love me some Costco. I would prefer Costco really over Sam.
I've heard a lot of people say that, but Costco is a ways away for us. No, we don't have that.
You don't have a Publix either?
Uh-uh.
Dang, girl.
But we have a Meyer, and you don't have Meyer.
That is true.
Not that it's really anything. It's kind of like basically another Walmart. AJ, where are you at? Are you in Michigan? No, I think you're in Indiana or Illinois. Kroger is in Detroit, Lansing, and Flint. You're in Indiana. Okay. I thought Meyer was just Michigan. I didn't know it went out to different states now. Yeah, Kroger's way south for me. That's why I haven't heard of it before. I'm probably about 3 to 4 hours north of Flint and Detroit and all that. Good morning, 3D. I know, okay, Renee. I was well, no, I was on at 7:30. Illinois has Meyer, so they're branching out of Michigan. That's good. I mean, it's not a bad store. They have more, like more name brand, higher brand name stuff than Walmart.
Oh man, the whole process. Having to vacuum seal this now.
Yeah, okay, Renee. I was late this morning. I blame it on Booger, even though he didn't do anything.
Fine. Fine. That's what I would do too.
Yeah.
Okay, I said my peace out.
No idea what we cooking for supper, but it's gonna be something out of this stalled meat I just bought. I'll tell you that.
My gosh, Coop. It sounds like you're getting yourself in a doozy over there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right now, I am 4 hours and 57 minutes from Birmingham.
Oh, being from Birmingham, you got what, 3 hours, 3.5 hours?
Yeah, about 3. But for some reason, it wouldn't let me put in my home address. The GPS was not picking up my home. So I
Huh.
just put in Birmingham because I pretty much know every turn from Birmingham to house.
There's not many.
But yesterday, when I was looking at it, there's only like 20 minutes difference in the drive. That's kind of like hell. I came one way, I'll go back the other way, you know?
Right?
That way I could say I had a full circle moment.
Literally.
Literally. Bad joke. That was a Pappy joke.
Good morning, Helen.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
Get some coffee.
I'm going to feed my habit before I tackle all this mess.
What's your habit? Eating?
Well, that as well. No, my nicotine addiction.
Oh, glad you said that because that makes me think, what bucket did I put those in? Okay, there they are.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't do that in my car and I don't do that in the house. So it's the first thing I do when I get home normally. Ow. It's supposed to be 69 degrees here today.
Oh, I wish.
71 tomorrow. Like I'm literally so excited I'm contemplating jogging down the driveway. All the way down the driveway.
Morning, Susan.
Excuse me, didn't mean to cough.
How
I'll
dare
mute so
you?
that. Can you guys
Hello.
hear my background noise a lot?
Nope. Can't hear it at all.
Except for when I cough and hack up a lung.
That reminds me, I had my niece yesterday or Saturday and Saturday night, and my husband started. I don't know what he did. He got strangled on something or another, and my niece was making fun of him the whole time, pretending like she is coughing.
That's the baby.
Yeah.
Oh. She's like, I can do that too.
She's so funny because if she wants her sippy cup or something, she'll say, or she'll just pretend like she's coughing, like she's choking on something. And then that's when you know you give her her sippy cup.
It's at this point where I hate to ask, but anybody that's saying anything to me in the comments, please direct them to one of the ladies so they can ask me the question.
We'll try and keep up with it.
Supposed to get up to 36 to, oh Lord. You think that's warm? No.
Sounds wonderful to me.
She ain't nowhere near a nesting box over there making all that racket.
So right now I am traveling Interstate 20 going east.
Yep. Then you hit 2059, then you hit 65.
Yeah.
Trust me, I make the drive quite often. Which is really weird that it only added 20 minutes to you, though, because whenever I was looking at it, because I was trying to see about whenever we were coming to circle back and go by my mom's, and it was going to add like 3 hours.
Well, the way I came, it was 8 hours and like 10 minutes because I had to leave Nashville, go to Memphis, and then it took me down 61 in that way.
Yeah.
My
A lot of
dogs are
flat
after
land.
your chickens.
Well, let Booger go. I got a couple he can have.
Yeah, Booger and Cricket, they're like on it. They're
I,
like, where are these things? They keep looking up on the table because I have my phone on the table. They think there's chickens on my table. And they're not having it.
There might be, but it's probably not the same kind of chickens.
You hear that?
36 is t-shirt weather. I would freeze. I'm still cold right now. And it's 53 here. I just don't have a jacket on. That's the difference.
And guys, I'm going to recommend that if you guys are not already a part of the Crystal McCory family and Jana and her lovely daughters and husband Scott, if you guys ever get through this part of the country, make sure you look them up because you will not have a bigger and better blessing. I'm most definitely going to do that. I might go the long way home because we'll be there at the end of next month for a week. So I might take the long way home and go around that way. Yeah.
Well, maybe
I mean,
you can meet up with her. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Even to just stop and get something to eat with her, or oh my god.
I would be fine with just stopping and hugging her neck. And she would probably just start bawling her eyes out, like she did when everybody started arriving. Some people that she wasn't fully aware that they were showing up because a couple of people I did RSVP, but they didn't. That was me. That was me. That was one. No, I was that person. No, I'm talking Gizmo and Chickadee. She forgot that they had said they were coming, and they just walked in, and she just broke down. Oh, because I didn't tell her I wasn't coming because I didn't want the outward pressure. For one, I didn't want her to start, second guessing or any of that stuff and get in her feelings or anything. So I was like, no. Well, one of them just laid an egg over here in the dadgum by my picnic table.
Booger probably scared it out of it.
In the world, I got a feeling if I walk around long enough, I'll probably find a whole clutch somewhere.
How did that happen?
That's because I got two outlaws that do not want to stay in the coop whatsoever.
No, I'm talking about my picture behind as the things.
Oh, that I don't know. Can't answer that one.
What the heck?
What picture?
My booger picture.
I have no idea. Oh, this is cool.
It just makes it hard to read the chat, and I don't know how to get this off.
Oh, I don't know. It's off on my end. It's just your background picture.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's
How do I get that
same for
off?
me.
I don't know. It looks
Last night I went live and I couldn't put a screen on forever. It was just sitting there doing that spin dial. So I'm sitting there talking to everybody for at least 45 minutes, laying in bed, looking at the camera, when they were talking, I was giving facial expressions. Just like, yeah, there's that, and there's this, and yeah. And then finally, it let me click on it to where I could turn my camera off.
Booger's eye. Oh man. How do I?
Well, we went into Alabama. We went into Alabama's live, and we left out of there about probably about 11:30, 11:40, and I said I'm not done yet. So I went live, and I got Jana, KJ, Bree, a few others, but all of us got up on panel and just shared our weekend experience.
Aw. It was a beautiful weekend, just beautiful all the way around.
Yeah, and in all honesty, I feel sorry for the family. I feel sorry for everything that's going on, but I'm tired of hearing about the Guthrie situation.
I'm telling you. Me too.
It just kind of amazed me. I seen a little thing. I don't know where they found it, but I think it was off from YouTube. But they had a group of different people on a panel,
Excuse me.
and they even had a doctor on the panel, and he was trying to convince people that the Apple Watch was a big deal to the pacemaker.
Well, it depends on. I guess it depends on the brand of pacemaker. I guess, but
Damn, Apple's putting out pacemakers now?
I guess so.
Yeesh.
Yeah,
If in that case, I want the seedless kind.
and it's like the even the doctor was making it sound as though the pacemaker couldn't work without it. Well, what happens if the Apple Watch malfunctions or gets
Goes.
Yeah,
broken or something? I mean, that doesn't even make sense to me that they would even implant something in a human body that was relied on, you
a
know,
watch.
Bluetooth.
exactly. And it's so much misinformation and like a scare tactic that it's disgusting.
Yep.
It's absolutely disgusting. It's like they're trying to put it out there as, something to talk about and ram everybody up about, and it doesn't
I
need to
was
be.
sorry. I went pretty much all weekend without any spam calls, and now I've had three already. Since I got up. Go ahead.
Come on up here, Helen.
They
I
were
know
on.
that you know your
Oh,
shit
you
too.
don't want to hear me talk about the pacemaker bullshit.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know. I worked in the medical field for 16 years, and this just blows my mind.
me too. And people coming up saying, I'm a doctor. And I'm like, well, first of all, doctors, even the cardiologists, don't even know how the freaking thing works. They just know it works in the body. They don't have no clue how to set the freaking thing up. And I did that in my career. And I'm like, and I have patients who do not even have cellular capability who had
Mhm.
pacemakers.
Yeah, I mean, this makes no sense to me why this is even a subject.
Right. What it does is it gives us a timestamp as to when she was pulled away from the watch and probably the phone and that was left behind. That's all it does. It gives a
Yeah,
timestamp.
exactly.
And people are driving me crazy over it.
But they're like, well, there was like a 20-minute interval or something where they said, well, she was away from it and then she was close to it for 20 minutes or something and then away from it again. So we know she was alive during that time, which is fine as a timestamp. But
Hmm.
they went on to say, well, we don't know if she's still alive at this point
Well,
because
what that
it
tells me
disconnected.
is that they took her out of the room that she was in, took her somewhere else in the house,
Made her go back to
and then
find
she went
something they
back
were
in.
looking for.
Right. And so, yeah, because you have to be within, on average, most medical devices, even like the continuous glucose monitors, the
Hmm.
stimulator, the nerve stimulators they have for pain and that kind of stuff, you have to be within 30 to 50 feet of that device.
Right.
What that tells me is that she was away from that device. It doesn't
Exactly.
tell me anything else.
Exactly. And then last night, what they were saying is that because she was no longer connected to it, they couldn't guarantee she was still alive. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
I
I,
mean,
I Actually, I went off and stuff. So somebody asked me a question, and I went off, and I'm like, "No, that is not how it works." And let's be serious. If we had that many people that had pacemakers attached to their watches and all the kind of thing, when was it Verizon? Yeah, when Verizon went off service, how many people would have been unalived? that day.
Yeah.
That would have been
I
a
was
Yep.
whole new
so mad,
revenue population for
so
somebody.
mad. And then somebody said, "Well, the technology's changed," and I said, "I know the technology changed. I've been a nurse for 35 freaking years. I worked in critical care. I did home health, and I taught nursing. Yes, I know about the devices."
But there
Oh,
would be no way that it'd even be legal to have a pacemaker that was dependent on an iWatch.
absolutely.
There's just no way.
So this is a joke. I'm saying this now. So during time change, does that mean in the fall everybody stands still for 1 hour,
Yes, it's
and
exactly what
then
we.
in the
That's
spring
exactly
they
what
run
we
like a
did in
track
the.
star
Yeah,
for 30 seconds?
that's
Yep.
exactly what we did at the hospital when the time changed. We just sat there and twiddled our thumb for an hour until the time caught back up with us. No, good
Yeah.
grief.
Yeah, it's
It
just
did make life
they're
interesting. On
You notice I said it's a joke before I
I
even said
know.
it, so nobody
it's
come
just that
at
they're
me.
putting such a focus on this iWatch and this pacemaker, and it's just like they keep bringing it up for something to talk about and
Yeah.
to keep everybody like on edge. You know what
And
I
then
mean?
I'm thinking, how many of these little patients that have one are freaking out and calling the cardiologist today, going, "Is my pacemaker working? Is my pacemaker working?" And I'm telling you, it doesn't go to your doctor's office. It goes to the medical company that is monitoring you for the doctor's office. They get a periodic report. They don't get a daily report.
Mm-hmm. And you don't even know when it's gonna be tracking you. It could be set up to take every 3 months. It could be taken
Hmm.
every month. It could be taken every other day. You don't know.
Right.
Everybody's different, and oh,
I know somebody gasped when
My
they were
luck,
like,
it would be
"What do you
tracking.
mean every 91 days?" And I'm like, "Because it depends on what your condition is. If you've had a pacemaker and you're doing really well with it, they might not monitor it every single freaking month.
yeah, exactly.
With my
It's
luck,
called
they'd be
cost
tracking it while
containment."
I'd be sitting on the toilet.
But
Well,
they got
it
people
might.
like they got people that are not in the medical community so ramped up about
Hmm.
this being like a big deal that the pacemaker is not connected to the watch at this time, that she's been unalived because it's not connected. That's not true.
No. I mean,
Those
my
things
grand
keep ticking even though you're not connected.
right. My mama lived 20 minutes away from me, up in the holler, from where I live right here, and I have decent service right here. Right? They don't have service at all. Every time I go up there, I'm on SOS, which means I can call for emergencies.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I can call 911 for an emergency. But honestly, that doesn't work that great up there either, because when I was doing home health, I had homes in that same area that I went to that I would have to walk outside to get a self service.
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot rely on that everywhere, because not everybody has a cell phone. Not everybody has cell service. I
Yeah.
mean, what?
And then they're talking about like the door ringer or whatever, the
Mhm.
video door thing,
Yeah.
not having service and everything, but and why they couldn't figure out why she didn't have the service to it. Hang on.
Well, bless
The
you.
thing is she was in a mother-in-law suite. Wouldn't you think it's the the daughter or son-in-law didn't pay the bill to keep up with that service? It's connected to their home.
Yeah, you're in a
No,
million dollar home, and then you
she's
ain't
not
gonna pay
connected
the
to their home. She lives 4 miles away. They just moved closer to her recently. But the other thing is, I don't have that same one, but I can keep my videos on my app. I think for up to 90 days. I can choose how many I want. And I think I chose 90 days because my ex showed up at my house back in November, and I upgraded all my cameras because it didn't continuously record him on my front porch.
Uh,
So I updated all of mine, and so I can keep. So I just recently did all that stuff, and like, okay, I can keep it up to 90 days. And if I saved the recording of him on my front porch, so if something happened, I could be like, "Oh, he came to my house on this day,"
uh-huh.
kind of thing. So yeah,
Yeah, it's just not adding up.
it's not.
Math is not mathing.
So And we don't know everything that they know.
Do they know what everything they know? I'm not so sure.
I'm not so sure that that sheriff does, but I think the FBI knows.
Did y'all see where they were giving the sheriff such a hard time for going to that basketball game?
Yes, and he was supposed to have been honored at that game, so that was probably something that was pre-planned.
What?
And second of all, he can't work every 24 freaking hours of a day.
Right.
What if he was there to support a kid or something too? That just made me mad. But the
So
but
that
the
tells
other
you that tells you the importance that they put on this case. That every other crime
absolutely
and every sleep and time off, he cannot sleep until she's found. Till she's found. What is
exactly
that telling every other family in the whole freaking country?
that they're not as important as money.
Right.
But the other piece of it is, I don't think that he was a very hands-on sheriff, if you get what I mean. I think he expects his people to do their work and he doesn't really get involved, but he's got to be the face and doesn't know all the information. So when he was up there telling them that he didn't know, he didn't know because he didn't anticipate that being a question
And the
because he's
big
never had to
holes
deal
in
with
the
the need
yard?
he's been dealing with. Huh?
The big holes in the yard. Shouldn't those have been checked out day one?
Well, yeah.
I mean, hello.
So who knows? But then again, it also could have been that something was in that second note. I don't want to call it a letter because somebody said that it did not come in as an email. I think it came in as like on a tip line to the radio to the TV station. That it could have been something in there that they've not disclosed.
Yeah, I'm hearing a cell phone. It was supposed to be down there, but I
Yeah,
could,
that's
that was just hearsay, so I don't know
yeah.
for sure. But you would think that those damn things would have been checked out first.
You would have thought that they would have been all over
Oh
the whole
yeah,
building.
and then they're removing cameras days later after they already took some cameras. Oh,
Hmm.
why didn't they take the ones that were still there? And I don't know.
I don't either. I just yeah.
It sounds like they got forces from Wexford County over there doing it.
Well, I really think that it's real enough that they don't know. I've never had to deal with anything like this. I mean, I know that that senator lady, I forgot her name. Her name is escaping me right now. She had her pew pew attempt there at one of their shopping centers. But I mean, I don't know that that small sheriff's department has ever had to handle anything this big. Although, if you listen to the scanner for that area, that place is freaking wild.
So, but even though they still have the three-letter agency involved, they still have the state involved. I mean, it's bigger than just that little town sheriff here,
Yeah.
department at this point. But and it has been. But why is it taking so long for them to get their poop in a group to check all these things out? That's my question. And they shouldn't have to have warrants at this point to investigate these different things.
Well,
They should have had an
well, I was listening to
open
a guy
warrant.
that was who was interviewing him. He was ex like a retired detective from that, and he said that it was probably better for them to have warrants on everything. That way, they had a clean line.
Yeah, that way they could use everything for evidence.
Right. And so my thing is that they were talking about on the property. Well, they covered that property, and they had like swapped the red stuff outside the door and all that kind of stuff. Um, beforehand, and they were like, "Well, people just walk all up in there," and I'm like, "Yeah, but that's already been swabbed. There's not going to be anything else they're going to get from that."
Well, and then we got people that are saying that the blood could be from her head and this and that, which, yeah, it could have been.
It could have
Okay.
been. I think it's a
But,
skin tear on her arm. To be honest with you, is what it
but if
reminds
it's
me
the
of.
head,
How thin her skin was.
if
Yeah,
it was the head, you would expect a lot more of the red stuff. being a head wound, especially if she's
Oh yeah,
on blood thinners.
yeah.
I mean, and
And
the amount of blood, red stuff that was there was not life-threatening amounts.
no, I really truly think it was from a skin tear. Like they bumped her arm on the door.
And that was another thing that they keep bringing up, and they're saying, well, by the looks of it, she's unalived and this and that. No, it
No, she's
doesn't. That's
not.
just, it's
I
That'd
chased
be
bothering.
more.
like saying that'd be like saying the Idaho Ford case. They had a nosebleed, and you
Uh-huh.
saw
Right,
how much was all around there.
right. And the other thing is, I have chased red stuff drops
You can say it.
around
It won't get.
around a facility when I was director of nursing, trying to figure out which patient bumped their arm and got a
Uh-huh.
skin tear. I
Mhm.
chased more blood around there. Sorry, I chased more red stuff around there, trying to figure out where it was coming from, than was on that front porch from a
Yeah.
Yeah.
skin tear.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, I know firsthand if I get cut or whatever, because I'm on blood thinners.
mm-hmm.
I know firsthand what it's like to get a cut or an injury or something in the amount that comes out.
Right.
And honestly, I'm still here, and I've had a lot more red stuff from a cut than what was shown, and I'm still here.
Yep.
I mean, and I didn't even, yeah, I wiped it, with a napkin or whatever, held a napkin on it, but it stopped on its own. But I'm not
Yeah.
80 some years old either. But
I think I saw somewhere that it was like that she was on blood thinners. To me, the blood thinners thing would be more of a concern than the daggum pacemaker.
yep,
Yeah, I agree. But we
yep.
also don't know if she was on. It depends on what her cardiac condition is, which we don't know
Uh-huh.
why she has a pacemaker. We just know she has a pacemaker.
Usually, if
I
a
want to know.
pacemaker's in there, though, they are on a blood thinner to keep
Usually,
it
like if they're having atrial fib, but we
clear.
don't know what her cardiac malfunction was,
Uh-huh.
because she may have been on something else that was more, um, where she may have had a condition where her heart was too slow,
Uh-huh.
and not the fib that the atrial fib that a lot of people. I mean, most common reason people get a pacemaker is for atrial fib, which means you're a greater risk for clots and that kind of stuff. But there's conditions where it's not necessarily that reason.
Look, I want to know one thing. If technology has came so far with these pacemakers, then why the hell don't they have trackers that you could like ping to be on
It
remotely?
seems like they would, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
like,
because you would think, but then again, you also have to take in consideration that there's still warnings out there. Because I went back and looked some stuff up, because I'm like, well, I've been away from setting up the pacemaker equipment in the home with my patients for about 8 years. Um, so I went back and was looking back at resources and went to the website and looked. They're telling people actually to keep your phone 6 to 8 inches, 6 to 12 inches away from your pacemaker placement, because the magnets that they have in them now could
Uh-huh.
slightly interfere with your pacemaker. It's still the same thing like the microwaves. They're better about it, but you still can have interference with that. So with our technology, I think we're in a place where we can do more monitoring like that. But I think there's enough other interference that's out there that makes it difficult to track everyone who has one, because there are millions of people who have them.
Right.
So, say she's sitting there scrolling TikTok and falling asleep, and laid her phone on her chest.
Yep.
That
It's
can
not
mess
going to
up.
stop it, but it could like cause her to have some arrhythmia.
That's crazy.
Same thing with the watch.
Right.
Yeah, because I don't know
another
how many
thing
times I've
is,
Because
woken up and had my phone on my chest.
right. Because the very first thing that, and it was one of the things I taught patients, was to make sure that they kept things away from them and that kind of thing. But when I pulled up, the very first thing that came on I think I was asking about how far away it needs to be detached, and the very first thing that came up in the Medtronics, when I went to go, because that's one of the companies that makes them. When I went to them, the very first thing that came up was says you need to be very careful with your cellular devices, with the batteries to keep them the 6 to 12 inches away from the site of your pacemaker.
Yep.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
like, oh well,
another
so
thing
that's still a problem.
that's crazy to me is that
Mm-hmm.
it's proven that Bluetooth devices hold radiation,
Mm-hmm.
and they are putting these into people's body.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like that's insane.
Yep. It's like the women who end up with breast cancer because they used to stick their phones in their bras.
Yep.
I didn't even think about that, but that's crazy too.
It is crazy.
What they get for trying to, and their money too. See, they just need to take all that crap and put it where it goes in a goddamn pocketbook.
Yeah, well, I never had enough to do any of that, so I don't know.
Me neither, girl. Me neither.
Yeah, if I tried putting anything in my bra, it'd fall right out.
No, I used to put things down in my boot.
That's where it would end up if you put it in a bra. It would end up in your boot.
No, some people have enough to hold all that stuff up. Just saying.
Well, I mean,
Um,
wouldn't you rather your foot get radiation poisoning or something than your dadgum boobies?
well, yeah,
I mean, well, I guess
it would have
that's
been in my
not.
calf muscle.
I mean, I
I
don't
wonder
think
if
that's
that's why
good.
some people get butt cancer.
Hey, that's a good idea too because
They
you
got
might
in
be
their
Wow.
onto
crack.
something there.
Pappy's like, oh Lord, I'm in one of those conversations again.
You're onto something there, Sophie.
Here we go again.
Well, think about it. I mean, they even have toys that are Bluetoothed, and look at where they're sticking those things.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord. Oh
I
Lord. Oh
mean,
Lord.
For the love,
I'm serious.
I know you are.
That could be one of the leading reasons why there is a cancer outbreak.
What about
That's your
the
population
chicken and the
control
hot dog?
weapon.
It's
Is
just
the chicken Bluetooth?
no, nothing's Bluetooth, nothing's electronic in those.
Oh,
I'm telling you, I almost pissed myself the day that you stuck that damn hot dog in that shower stall. I was done.
They just suction.
I know. I know what they do. But when you plugged it to that wall in the shower, I was done.
Well, you asked if it could go in the shower, and I didn't know, but it did stick.
Bullshit. You knew
The
exactly
answer
what
is
you were
yes,
doing.
it can.
It did stick. I didn't.
You knew exactly where to place it. You knew exactly you've had practice.
No, it didn't. That was the first time and only time it's been in my shower.
Well, that maybe, but you knew exactly what you was doing when you put that there.
I just put
Yeah,
it there.
let me plead innocent. Bullshit.
I had it in my hand and I swung it and it stuck and that's where it was.
Uh huh. Coop, do you believe that?
Hell no. No, I don't.
See,
But in her defense, though, in her defense, I've never done nothing like that either, and I know where it would probably most likely go.
yeah.
But I wasn't even thinking that. I was just putting it there just to see if it would stick to the wall.
Well, it did. It sure as hell did. My retinas started burning this moment. You turned your camera on and flipped it around. I was going, oh god, I
Oh
can't unsee
Lord.
that.
See, you chased Helen off. She can't handle this.
Where'd she go?
I don't know.
I didn't chase Helen off. I didn't say anything alarming.
I'm just guessing. I don't know if it's for real or not. Maybe she had a drop. But yep.
It was so good to see the Seahawks win last night. Now I've got a dinner coming my way that Mama T owes me because she lost the bet.
Hey, did Carolyn make it?
No, she didn't. I told her not to come, and here's
Oh.
why. It was
Um,
going to be 14 hours one way for her. She was going to come down, stay one day, and drive back.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
Ash,
And
are
I was
you?
kind of like, you. And then she was also going to miss a visit with Gary. I said, no, ma'am, you are not coming. She says, but. I was kind of like, no, ma'am, you are not coming. I will, explain why, and everybody will understand. You are not missing your time with Gary to drive a total of 28 hours in 48 hours.
That's understandable, yeah.
I'm gonna look it up, Ash. Okay, that way you get the.
Helen said her phone froze.
So I'll be the one to take a blame on that, Carol, because she was going to follow me down, but she would have had to leave like at 1 o'clock in the morning on Friday to get to Nashville to follow me down, and then be there for the event, and then she leave right after the event heading back. No,
Okay, Ash. Glow Bomb is black amber, plum, jasmine blossoms, Brazilian orchid, vanilla woods, and warm musk.
Ooh, that bet you that smells amazing.
That is the Glow Bomb. And then Bum Bum. That one, the Glow Bomb and the Bum Bum are both from the Sol de Janeiro line. Um, the Bum Bum is pistachio, almond, jasmine petals, vanilla, salted caramel, and sandalwood. And the Perfect Man, that one is, this one's going to be masculine. It's Japanese grapefruit, bergamot, lemon, peppercorn, ginger, aquatic marine notes, peppermint, patchouli, cedar, vetiver, and frankincense. Which the Perfect Man is my number one seller for men. Very masculine. It's more cologne style. Um,
I'm really thinking that glow bomb's gonna smell amazing, does it?
yeah. A lot of people like the Glow Bomb. The all the Sol de Janeiro line. People really like. I'll tell you which ones I have. Um, I have the Bum Bum, which is Sol de Janeiro number 62, I believe.
Ooh, I got that one. That one smells good.
Yeah. So I have that one. I have. Are you sure it's not the butt naked?
Who are you talking about, Susan? Who had a stroke?
Who are they talking about?
I don't know.
Aww, her best
Oh, I'm
friend.
sorry. I'll definitely keep her in my prayers.
I can't see the screen. What's going on?
Susan's
Um,
best friend they think she might have had a stroke.
Susan said that she asked Pappy to pray for her yesterday.
Yeah, I did. Are we talking Susan D?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lifted her up in prayers last night. A couple of times. As a matter of fact, Susan, if you're still in here, Susan, when you asked me for that prayer, I was sitting there at the table with everybody and I was praying for her at that moment.
Aw.
That's what I do too. Because if not, I'm afraid I'll forget.
Yeah. It looks like I might get a little rain.
We're not supposed to get none today here. We're supposed to get it tomorrow.
Now, Coop, are you in the pathway of my journey?
Yes, you should. Yeah, you gotta come straight through Huntsville area. I'm not in Huntsville, but I'm right there at it.
Okay.
What the hell is that? Okay. Oh, styrofoam.
Mile marker 178.
Oh man, I'm almost done. I got one more.
This little stretch right here that I'm on right now reminds me of the stretch between Nashville and Memphis.
Oh, you should be coming over the Lake Pontchartrain Bridge too. Wait,
Well, I just
no,
saw
I
mile
think.
marker 178. I'm not sure where it's at, but
It's just gonna be so pretty.
I have not crossed.
We're gonna have
I
to.
haven't crossed over the Mississippi yet. I know that much.
Here we go.
I've got cloud coverage down here, so it wouldn't shock me if I did get at least a sprinkle or a drizzle.
I hate traveling in the rain, but I also have some PTSD from having a wreck in the rain.
Well, I've been gone from my house now since Friday.
Morning, Gizmo.
I'm just I'm just hoping that I don't have the 2.5 to 3 inches of ice on my driveway that I had when I left.
I would think not, but at the same time, it really is hard to tell.
Yeah. Well, I do know that we've had warmer temperatures during the day in Nashville, like 45, 50, but it drops back down at nighttime, so whatever melts refreezes at night. especially on ice on top of water on top of ice.
Yeah.
But it'd be amazing if I got there and my driveway at least was 90% clear.
I'm wore out.
Sorry.
All the way wore out.
I hear you.
Oh, but it's so pretty. I could wear a short sleeve. I can wear a t-shirt outside today. Now, what the hell do y'all think y'all are doing? Jesus. Can't get y'all nowhere. Get back in there. Go on, Georgia. Get back in there.
Yeah, I'm moving slow today too. Are freezing.
I am moving 70 miles per hour.
Happy, you're going pretty fast.
I feel like I've been there, done that.
I'm doing the exact speed limit. I set cruise because last thing I want is to get pulled over.
I agree, because that would sure enough make it one heck of an expensive trip.
Yeah, and it already has been.
Sorry, I am here. I'm listening. I'm just kind of
Yeah.
rolling around the house right now. But I am close.
It's
See
fine.
if you can do a lap through your kitchen doing 70 miles an hour, and I'll say hi to you as you pass me.
Well, my house is pretty much open floor plan, so which makes it really nice. So I can get to different places. It just takes me a bit to get there.
It's all right. Good thing you ain't got nothing but time.
Well, it just stinks because I get to one side of the house and I mean to pick something up or do something, and I have to turn around and roll all the way back to do it. My upper body is paying for it, though.
Or no, or you could look at it as your upper body is getting stronger.
Yeah, it's definitely getting stronger. I'm feeling it.
Hi
Hi,
everyone.
Heather.
Hi, Heather.
How y'all doing?
Doing
Hey,
okay.
Heather.
Hey Pappy, how are ya?
I was just driving, looking at the scenery.
It's pretty around here. A bunch of trees, huh?
I'm looking at a lot of flatland right now.
What you doing?
I'm headed to my doctor's appointment. Nothing's wrong. It's just my regular old checkup. What y'all doing?
I'm deboning some chicken.
Man, yesterday I was exhausted.
I
I
bet.
got a feeling when I get home, I'm not getting out of bed tomorrow.
Yep.
Did you get a hotel, Heather?
No, ma'am, I drove.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't too bad. I mean, the where the celebration was at was a little over 2 hours from my house, and then we went back to KJ and them's hotel and visited. Then we went and ate dinner, but I left my house at like 7, and I didn't get home till 10 o'clock that night, so I was whooped.
I bet.
That's a long day.
A long, productive day, though.
Yeah, but it was a beautiful, beautiful day. That's a magnificent family. They really are.
Yeah. I watched from the bleachers, but you could tell. You could
I
definitely
got a
Well,
tell.
feeling I'm coming up on that bridge you were talking about.
You shouldn't be
well, y'all
nowhere
were
close to that bridge yet. Shouldn't be.
Y'all were certainly missed. Y'all were missed. We talked about all of y'all during the day. So y'all were there in spirit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you shouldn't be
I
anywhere close to that bridge, Pappy.
oh I'm currently crossing into Mississippi.
Oh hell,
I
I
am
didn't even.
I am now in Mississippi, and I'm
Yeah.
crossing the Mississippi River.
Mm-mm. You done? No, you're not. Apparently, you're not going that route then because that Lake Pontchartrain Bridge is in Louisiana,
Okay,
so it's taking you a whole different route.
I'm on Interstate 20, crossing the Mississippi as we speak.
Lake Pontchartrain is way south of us.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking he was going a whole different way
Oh,
because
okay.
he's coming up through Alabama, but I see it just took him straight across instead of doing all that up and up.
Yeah, every time we would go to St. Jude's, we would take the route he's taking going through Mississippi.
For some reason, I was thinking, well, that's exactly why I added 3 hours to my trip whenever I did the math, Pappy, because it's way south, way more south going to my mom's house.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I'm losing my mind.
We knew that.
What?
We knew that. She said she's losing her mind, and I said we already knew that.
It's been gone, Sophie.
I know.
Yeah,
I struggle
Left.
through things, guys. The
It
struggle.
left. It left the same time mine did, girl.
The thing is, she
I
hadn't realized it yet. She's still in
I
denial.
don't think that I was even born with one.
Still in denial.
we got
You
24
must.
people in here. And I'm going to tell this. I told it a little bit earlier, but we didn't have
Hey,
many people in
Energizer.
here at the moment. I so channeled Soapy
Hey,
last night. I had a soapy brain last night when we left that restaurant we ate at last night with the Super Bowl and everything. I was following Bree and KJ back to the hotel, and there was this big bright neon just in the distance. You couldn't see any of the lettering on it except for the letters, and it said 1.13. And I was kind of like, man, their gas is cheap. I'm going to fill up before I get back to the hotel here so that way I'll be ready for the road. As I got closer, that 1.13 turned into $1.13 million lotto.
oh Lord.
That's funny.
Yeah. And I had a total soapy moment. I thought that 1.13, and I was kind of like, how can they sell their gas so cheap? I'm going to fill up here.
Definitely not. It probably went up a little bit for Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, this
Still
morning when I
cheaper than
gassed up,
home.
it was 2.59, but I was thinking
We're
1.13, and how
getting
can they
off
do
the
that?
hill.
Hey, when I stopped at that store after I left the celebration and got gas, it was only $2.42 a gallon.
Mm.
Yeah, it was 2.59 this morning when I filled up to hit the road, and that's about the same it is in Nashville right now.
Well, hell, yesterday I came on and I had not a clue. They were asking about the Super Bowl and what team I was going for and everything. I had not a clue. And I said baseball. I don't know what
Trust me,
sport it
that
is.
was talked about all day. That was talked about all day. And,
I don't even
on
know who played. I didn't even watch.
I didn't either.
the Patriots and the Seahawks
Dude, I
played
guess I don't even know what sport it is.
football, not baseball.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
I
watch.
try, guys. I try to keep up, but there's days I fail.
Hey, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. We all fail some days.
Yep. More often than not for me.
Go Seahawks. I got a free dinner out of it.
Me too, girl. Most days I don't know if I'm coming or going.
But hey, whatever. It is what it is.
All right, guys. I just got a message. I'm gonna have to stop my live for a little bit. I have to catch up with my mom on something. So,
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, honey.
all right. I'm gonna.
I'll find you guys in another line.
Okay.
Yeah, see y'all later. Are
I'll
you
come back
going
to you
live,
guys in a
Coop?
little bit.
I will.
Coop, are you going?
Yeah, I will.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
Love your faces.
See you in a little bit. Sorry, guys.